Oh, wrong button. Let's do this one first. Hello and welcome to another game of Dota 2 for StarLadder Qualifiers. We have got ourselves a round number 2 match in the winner's bracket. Gamers University Peru was able to beat Sex in the game of round 1 that they have, and we just also saw Power Rangers beating the former MTW guys in a pretty convincing match, I have to say, and I'm quite curious to see how these two teams are going to be matching up against each other. Now, I do know that there's a lot of people that want to see a different game than this, and but I also know that there's a lot of people that want to see this match. Because, I mean, this is a tournament that, or a qualifier, where teams have the chance to prove themselves, right? To be that number 1, to actually earn a spot in Star Series. And wouldn't you want to have seen most of them already before doing that? So wouldn't you want to see Gamers University, if they get in, so they already know what they are gonna be like, you know, that kind of things. But let's see what they're gonna play, what they're gonna do, how they're gonna be trying to win this best out of 1. Wow, awkward. Because it's all best out of 1, apart from the finals, it's best out of 3. It is a double elimination, so they do have 2 chances to make it through to that finals. We're gonna have Keeper of Light, Bad Rider, Nyx Assassin, and Darkseer being banned out, with the first pickup was a Wisp again, coming off from Power Rangers, and it's gonna be an Undying and a Gyrocopter picked up by Gamers University. Now they don't have the Keeper of the Light anymore, but we've seen tri-lanes, aggressive tri-lanes with Undyings, with Gyrocopters, with any other hero that you can think of. It works, it's great, it's pretty damn aggressive, and we're gonna see how Gamers University is going to run that, and if they're indeed going to go for that aggressive tri-lane, which is something that I kind of hope for, maybe with a Bane or something like that. We'll find out soon enough, and let's see what Power Rangers is going to try to do different from last time. They cannot pick up the Keeper of the Light anymore, but Lifestealer is still in, so they could pick up that one, and if they want to go for an aggressive tri-lane, then they still have the Rubik, I was going to say. And they actually are going to be picking up the Chaos Knight, so that's going to be their carry together with the Wisp, or at least the jump combination, I should say. And a Shadow Demon there to be picked up as well. Now we saw, of course, Wisp on an aggressive mid lane in the previous game, and we're going to see if they're going to do that again, because of course, in theory, Chaos Knight and Shadow Demon would be possible on a dual lane. Even more so, they would be possible on an aggressive tri lane also, with the 2 of them, and then maybe with a Rubik there. I mean, Rubik fits in everything. Never mind. Yeah, you know, Rubik fits in everything. I just said it. So it's gonna be picked up by Gamers University. Oh, and also I'm just finishing up my coffee. Almost have it done. Just saying. It's gonna be an anti-mage. That's gonna be the hero picked up by Power Rangers, who actually, by the way, have forgotten to put on their team profile, unfortunately. But we'll deal with that. As in, we'll be okay. We shall be okay. So we're gonna see, we're not gonna see an anti-mage, basically. I do wonder why they banned that out. I mean, in theory, if they're gonna have this as an aggressive tri-lane, they could have an anti-mage solo top. The same thing goes for Clinks. I mean, we've seen that a lot of times from Empire, where they ran an aggressive tri-lane with the Gyrocopter and just had Clinks solo farming on the top lane, on Phonic, of course. And that worked out good for them, so that could still be an option for Game University, but we might see that one banned out as well. Of course, well, it is going to be a Bane that's going to be banned out. I did say Bane could be working out together with an Undying and the Gyrocopter. And it's a puck that gets banned out by Gamers University, as they are still assuming that it's going to be an off-lane / mid lane coming off from Power Rangers. Now we know that what Wisp could do there, but we are still not sure if they're actually going to be having that aggressive tri-lane with that Wisp. But we'll find out. We shall find out. And there goes the Phantom. So another carry being banned out there. I mean, in theory, Gyrocopter could also be a mid lane hero. He could even also be a support. I mean, we've seen it all, right? I'm just kind of assuming he's going to be on a tri-lane and he's going to be the one to farm as a carry. I could assume wrong, of course, but you know, that's why it's an assumption, as in it can be wrong. It's a Tinker that gets banned out, so that's not going to be happening for Power Rangers anymore, if they even wanted to pick that one up. I mean, we saw their play in the previous game, and it was very aggressive. I'm really curious to see if that is their normal play or if that just was the answer that they had against the lineup that MTW had. I mean, you have two options. If you know you're going to be up against a team that wants to start pushing in between early/mid game, you can do two things. You can start pushing earlier and harder than your opponent, or you can turtle and just wait until their strong mid-game thing is over. And they went for the first one, and it was aggressive, I have to say. It was kills all over the map, starting with the first blood that I actually missed, which is not happening to me that often. But I was just being a bit distracted at the time, so shame on me. But I mean, it was just action all over. So we're gonna see if they're gonna do it again. They pick up the Leshrac, so I do still think that we're gonna see another Wisp mid. And then, cause you know, Leshrac and Chaos Knight makes a great combination. Together with the Shadow Demon, even better. You can set up something with the Shadow Demon, Soul Catcher over the top, Chaos Knight stun, Leshrac stun. Everything can follow up on each other. It's a deadly lane to be up against. And it could, again, be an aggressive trial lane. Now, if there's going to be an aggressive trial lane from Gamer University, that means that there's going to be two aggressive trial lanes. That means that neither of the lanes are going to be aggressive trial lanes. Unless the opponent expects aggressive tri lane, in which case they will be already on the safe lane, having an aggressive tri lane on the safe lane. And there's the Queen of Pain, so that's going to be the mid laner for Gamers University. And we're going to see probably then the greens. I'm going to call them the greens because they're all green, the 3 first heroes that gu picked up on a tri lane. Everything can still happen though. I mean, the option, in theory, that's the thing, the stupid thing. In theory, so many things can still happen. So many options for lanes. It's just, you know, what do we expect from these two teams?
5 seconds remaining.
There, that was my coffee done. And last pick coming up for Power Rangers. So last time they had a solo farming lifestealer on the bottom lane. They could do the same. They could pick up a Klinks to do it. Any kind of carry that can farm safe, by the way, and has a sort of semi-escape mechanism, or at least a bit of a tankiness to him that he can at least stay alive long enough for his team to TP in, for example. It can work out. I'm not sure if he would. It's going to be a lone druid. So again, I mean that's a pretty safe pick. He's not going to be going down that easy. It's pretty tanky. He has, of course, got his bear to or scout or pull or, you know, do whatever he wants to. Harass. It's all possible. And oh my god, there's a Brood Mother. Now, personally, that's not one of my favorites. But it is an interesting pickup regardless. Like, they were gonna already force out some pickups for sentries from their opponents. That's already a small win at the start of the game. So that's great. But how does it fit in their lineup? I mean, there's not really. If you look at these two teams and you think like, I'm just in my head. Apparently, that's what I apparently do automatically. I look at mid game, what do the teams have, how are they gonna dominate, I look at early game, how are the teams gonna do that, etc. So if you look at these teams and you think mid game, late game I was gonna say, Chaos Knight Lone Druid should be able to outcarry Gyrocopter Broodmother, depending on how well the laning phase has been. And now with the laning phase, I do think Gamers University has strong lanes, but so does Power Rangers. And we are gonna see Wisp mid once again going for that fast bottle. Let's see if he's gonna get lucky again and get a first blood money to get his bottle up straight away. But let's first see who's playing what. So we have ZXC playing the Leshrac. It will be CHSHRCT who's gonna be on the Lone Druid. He played the Rubik in the previous game, by the way, the support. This time it's gonna be different. This time we're gonna be seeing Chaos Knight played by Moon. It's gonna be Nini or Nini Q. And then it's Nini playing the Shadow Demon, and it's gonna be Kat on that Wisp, who I am thinking is still gonna go for that mid lane. In the meantime, top lane, did I call everybody already? I think I did. I think I hereby did. Yep, I did. Okay, so let's jump ourselves over to Game University, to the Peruvians, where we're gonna see Masoku playing the Rubik. Is gonna be MST CEO, or Mastco, I'm gonna call them Mastco, playing the Undying. There's going to be Ivo on the gyrocopter, so there is an aggressive trial lane coming off from Games University. The 3 green heroes with Queen of Pain mid played by Smash, and on the top lane is going to be Solo, is going to be Mihawk on the Broodmother, soloing it up against the Lone Druid. So I do think that this is an anticipated aggressive trial lane from Power Rangers. They know what they're going to be up against, and they are okay with it because they probably wanted to go for that aggressive trial lane themselves as well. So that is okay, and they're already placing awards so that they know exactly what they're going to be up against. And Rubik just rotating to place some wards, of course, as well. He plays his first one right here. He's going to probably place his other wards at the other rune spot, or just give Queen of Pain a bit more vision. And, I mean, Queen of Pain is being considered as one of those mid-heroes that is strong in almost every single situation. So, this is one of the harder heroes to be up against for the Wisp, most likely. But you see him being very careful. All he wants was those first last hits to try and get the lane on his court, and of course also to try and get that fast bottle. As we have got bottom lane is probably going to be the most one that we're going to be seeing, not because it's not because it's you know, super unique lanes or something like that, which was for me in the previous game the mid lane. Even though it's still unique having a Wisp versus a Queen of Pain, still going to check there. But more so because we have got aggressive tri-lane versus aggressive tri-lane potential, so it's going to be important for Games University to pick up those kills, because without kills they're not going to be gaining anything here, and they're actually losing their lane, and they cannot lose their lane. If they lose the lane, that will mean that Chaos Knight and Wisp will be level 6/8 faster than their opponents, will mean that they can jump around the map earlier, will mean, well, Queen of Pain, what are you doing?
Tower is under attack.
Thank you very much. So that was a lot of harassment going through. That's still no bottle in the hands of the Wisp, by the way, but just, you know, he doesn't have anything. No salve. No nothing. I mean, it's very ballsy to go out in the lane and just purchase nothing but gauntlets. Well, he did pick up a salve, as we just saw, so he will bring that one towards him, as he now also has a flying courier at his service, so we'll be getting that quite fast, and we'll then be able to try and get those last hits once more. Or is that bottle already complete? No, it's just a salve. Shadow Demon Invis. This could be the setup that we see that Power Rangers might need. Disruption to start things up. Oh, Undying, what you doing there? Disruption. No Soul Catcher just yet, though. Telekinesis there first, Rocket Barrage as well, Shadow Demon, Trouble, Fatebolt going through, there comes a homing missile as well, Decay going through, and bam! That's first blood, Ivo picking it up, Rocket Barrage going through again, and there's another Soul Rip, he's alive for now. Chaos Knight also alive though, as a Decay will pick that one up, and that is just Undying doing his name so much justice. He was the one that was caught out of position. I mean, he was way in over his head. On the wrong side of the creep wave. His teammates not close by, but brilliant bait on Gamers University side if they attended that, because they managed to get the Shadow Demon with that, they managed to get the Chaos Knight with that, and the Soul Rips from the Undying, who was just continuously low, continuously baiting their opponents to continue to not back off and try to go for that kill. He just managed to keep himself up, and he is, I mean, look at his HP, like nothing ever happened. Apart from that, there's 2 kills now on the bottom lane, so the aggressive trialing for Games University working out. Now, one thing I have to say, I mean, for Chaos Knight and Wisp, it's nice, of course, to have got that mid game, to have got that early game, to have got that that start on the lane. Oh, yeah, thank you. That start on the lane to be solid, but at the same time, if they don't lose it that hard, they at least have that potential at mid game to jump around and kill the other heroes that are on the map. You can even jump out to the Broodmother to just kill her off if you bring down some sentries or wards or something like that. Probably Dust is better. Of course, she runs very fast, and we'll run out of range of the wards otherwise. Well, having said that, I do realize that if you get a stun up, that's gonna be a 4-second stun. Should be enough to kill her off. Anyway. We have Queen of Pain also having her bottle. It looks like Cat is having his bottle as well, though it's not going as well in this mid lane as it was doing in the first game. Of course, not having that first... Oh, wait a second. Queen of Pain, what you doing? One more hit away from dying. Can he get it? No. Stick charges. Helping out. Another scream. Actually, that was no stick charges. That was just bottles helping out. Confusing. And they're gonna chase down someone else. Shadow Demon. Oh, poor guy. Homing missile is already flying, I hear, but I can't. Oh, it's flying to someone else. Nini, what you doing there? What you doing there, Nini? What you doing there?
Sound of
Yeah. So that was Shadow Demon going down. That long chase for a support Shadow Demon, giving Chaos Knight a lot of free time. So yeah, they kill off a hero. Nice for them. But they also give Chaos Knight a bit of freedom, which is very important because he wants. I mean, he wants those levels more than anything, of course. But if there's a lot of heroes on Gamers University, he can't even come out that far to try and get that experience. And if he does, he shouldn't be alone. Reality Drifting wants to go for something, but telekinesis there. Leshraxel still follows, and lightning as well. And it's CXZ that picks up the kill. Tombstone not able to save Ivo anymore. First kill going the way of Power Rangers.
middle tower is under attack.
As we have Queen of Pain, Bottle Chrome, that is Wisp now also coming towards the bottom lane. He is level 5, so almost got that level 6. Almost will be able to jump around. Now, having said that, I do realize that Chaos Knight is just not ready for that just yet because of his HP. Because of his levels. So we do have Broodmother going down on the top lane, so that is at least Lone Druid getting the favor here. I mean, we haven't really checked here because normally nobody dies. Then we saw the Center Ward, of course, being bought. We see the last hits being very much in favor of Lone Druid. Of course, that's on the side. With 16 for 0 on the Broodmother and the Lone Druid just highest up on there, 34 for 5. But being able to kill off that Broodmother is great, and that's of course a result of getting that Entangling Clause off. Lucky, yes. Harassment is there. If you get a clause, then that is enough to probably kill off a Broodmother that's already harassed a bit off the lane. And she also has a Soul Ring now, so we'll be able to harass back now, but also she should be careful. She just use Soul Ring and then, gets caught out in a net, in a entangle. That is just very annoying to be in, and it hurts. It just hurts. Can't really say anything else about that. Chaos Knight has to be careful. It looks like we're seeing Games University being a lot more careful after having their Gyrocopter being picked up, and it's hurting them in levels. I mean, look at that. Level 4 still on the Gyrocopter, level 4 on the Rubik, level 3 on Undying. And if you look at the tri lane on the bottom lane, 3 Shadow Shaman, 4 Leshrac, which is normal because, you know, they're support. So they're even with their counterpart, so to say. But Chaos Knight is actually level 5, so he is slightly ahead there. As the homing missile comes in, he's gonna be able to hide himself though, and there is actually gonna be Shadow Demon. Ooh, has to go the right way. Has to go the right way. Disruption can be there to help out the Chaos Knight if he wants to, or they can just stand there and take the hit. That's also possible. The people that are disconnecting, by the way, are just other casters, so don't worry about pauses or anything just yet. By the way, I know that some people are interested in the pings because, of course, it is Europe East, meaning that it is ping. Oh, for both sides. Wait a second. Telekinesis up on Moon. It's gonna be Leshrac that goes down first, though. Gyrocopter picking him up, and there also goes the Undying. Now it's Wisp. Gonna go down as well. 2 for 1. Moon being locked in position. Cannot escape. And it will be 3, 4 for 1. A Shadow Demon takes a fall there as well. And that is a great dive from Gamers University. And even the Wisp that TP'd in just for that went down. 3 for 7. Gamers University once again ahead and getting that experience difference back to normal. As we look at the graph right now, it's back to 0 once again, and we have the gold graph in their favor right now, and it's gonna be more in their favor as they pick up this tower. In the meantime, Broodmother, she's fine. Broodmother is doing Broodmother things, you know. She's just pushing and being annoying and doing Broodmother things just constantly. That's what Broodmothers do, being annoying on the lane, being annoying everywhere. Well, on the lane, mostly. So let's just check out the pings real fast, see if I don't miss anything while doing that. Because I know you want to see this. We're gonna type it twice because, you know, moments, things, etc. So we see that we have got most of Gamers University are around the 220, 240-ish. With Gamers University Mihawk actually 427. Painful. That is high. That's a Broodmother. The rest, of course, the other team is also around 220. So the pings are very even, apart from Mihawk. But Mihawk, I mean, yes, he died once, but he is a Broodmother, so in theory, it doesn't have that big of an effect of him. Yes, he wants the last hit. Great. But, I mean, a Broodmother is a fairly... well, how can I say that without being disrespectful towards the hero? Broodmother can be considered to be a fairly PvE kind of hero for a large portion of the game. She wants to just not get killed. I know that goes for everybody, but just to do her thing and push and farm and do her thing and push and farm. Not really go into fights and do stuff and stun stuff and last hit really, oh wait a second, bottom, middle lane. Rubik, dead. Yeah. There we go. I shouldn't even picking up the kill. That was a reality 15 also up on the Undying. 1 second stun only though. Cooldown coming down still. Here comes Ivo. Want to do something with 2 seconds before he TP's back. They will still get the Shadow Demon, but they won't get the Undying, and they're gonna try to go for the killing of the Chaos Knight, as we also have the Leshrac going down as Smash picks him up on the top lane, where we're following this guy. Am I gonna swap top? I want to swap top, but I'm gonna follow this one instead, because Ivo, Rocket Barrage coming off, Decay, and he actually, oh, Soul Rip helping out! Can they still get him? Moon, one more hit, oh, homing missile, should be able to do the job, unless he's gonna die first. Boom. In the meantime, Smash was able to escape. He blinked himself into the trees on the top lane after killing off the, wait, what you doing? Yeah, sorry. After killing off the, what did he kill off? The Leshrac, of course. He killed off the Leshrac. Shadow Demon went down. Yeah, okay, the only kill that we missed was the Leshrac one on the top lane. It happened at the same time. Can't have them all, sorry. As we have the gold graph still in favor of of Gamer University, and, I mean, it's looking good for them. It's looking good for them. But at this time also, this is the time when they have to be careful, because this is the time when we're gonna see Kat jumping around with his Chaos Knight or other targets, as we just saw, and going for kills. He doesn't even need a target, as we saw in the previous game. So it's gonna be better for them right now. Gamers University have to be careful, and they have to realize that from now on out until like maybe 10 minutes from now, what they do and how they position themselves and where they position themselves is going to be really important. They need to not get picked off, and if they do, at least get trades elsewhere. Because this is the part of the strategy, as we saw also from Power Rangers in the previous game. They need those pick-offs, and they're going to go for them also. Now the question is when and where and who, as we also see a smoke up from the Leshrac and the Shadow Demon. Of course, Disruption followed up by Split Earth could be working out nicely, and they want to go for the Broodmother. And let's check out the dusts. They don't have dusts. Oh, but he had Disruption there, Soul Catcher as well. Dust is already on there. Leshrac's on a bit too early, but doesn't matter. Lightning and a right click from the Lone Druid will do the job, and it is a kill going the way of Power Rangers, and the second kill going the way, or second kill on Broodmother. And now being, well, a bit more shut down. In the meantime though, they're getting stuff in return for this. Lightning going through to try and stop this push from happening, but the half of the tower was already gone, and this was, by the way, the first tower to go down, this tier 1 tower bottom. And there's not even on the lane where there's a Broodmother. Now that's the downside of having a Broodmother up against Lone Druid. Both are heroes that want to just be left alone in peace and farm. So you can easily put a Lone Druid up against a Broodmother and make sure, you know, normally the tricky part is about having a Broodmother on your opponent's team, I mean, is that you, like for example, if you have a Bounty Hunter up against a Broodmother, Bounty Hunter is going to leave the lane at level 6, and you want to use the hero at some point, one way or another. But for Lone Druid, that's just not the case. You want to use the hero at one point or another, but you want to use the hero after he's farmed. After he gets those, he gets those items up, and you know you can just leave him on the lane up against a Broodmother. Telekinesis, Disruption there as well. Tombstone already up, and a homing missile hits as well. Wow, Leshrac, I think you're dead. And the tower as well. Push continues to come from Gamers University. A gold graph dropping more towards Gamers University, though it's the second tower that goes down. So tower money there, and in the meantime, this Lone Druid, he is just a happy bear. Still farming, going for that Hand of Midas still by the looks of it. Would be a very late Hand of Midas though, 13 minutes, well not very, it would just not be that early. And I mean, he's doing great with his net worth. He's second highest up on there, even almost highest, since Queen of Pain is just only a little bit behind that. 1700 gold up on the Queen of Pain, as she seems to be going for an Aghanim's to be able to throw out her Sonic Wave a bit more often.
Radiant's middle tower
as we actually have got people rotating here. Mechanism being built up by the Wisp. The Shrek and Shadow Demon don't have that much, but boots and wands and stuff. As we have Chaos Knight finally getting some more free farm here as well. And almost at level 8. Normally I get that I need at level 8 in my mind to know that he is going to be able to jump around a lot more, but I don't know if he is actually going to do that. If he's even, because he is so behind now on levels. Oh wait, what are you doing, Brood? Oh, he's gonna be fast enough, or is he not? He needs another web! There we go, thank you. Waiting until the dust runs out, and they're actually gonna leave him to it. Now the dust runs out, so now he should be back in safety. Let's see if they can do something here. Tombstone up, telekinesis there as well. The Shrek gonna be the first target, still lands a stun, but still goes down. Rubik gonna be fine. Stole the spirits from the Wisp, by the way, nice one to have, as the Tombstone is gonna be taking a dive, or not. Tower stopping to attack it. Spirits flying through, the K also up on the Wisp. Queen of Pain shouts, does have a Sonic Wave disruption there though, to make sure that doesn't happen. Queen of Pain, the Demonic Purge, trying to run away, still can be blinking away from that though, and does do so. As Lone Druid still picks up the tower on the top lane, might be going for Mihawk as well, entangled there, and that's a kill! Third kill upon Mihawk. And it's Lone Druid who just pushes onward. I mean, Lone Druid has is a hero that has got that Broodmother effect. If you leave him on the lane by himself, he will push your lane. Same thing as what happens when you have a Broodmother. If you leave him by yourself, she'll push your lane. Same thing with the Phantom Lancer. Also, all the Broodmother effect. I like to say that. I think I made that up by myself. I think I did. I like to take credit for that anyways. Hereby! Mine. Trademark. Boom. Okay, so we have got, why did I see Yasha? There's the Yasha. Hello, Gyrocopter, going for that Yasha. Oh, hello, Lone Druid coming off from his lane, has got his Maelstrom up, or sorry, Maelstrom. Thought it was one up ahead, but that's of course a Mjolnir. But Maelstrom up means, normally you have bears going for Aghanims, etc. So he's not gonna go for a Hand of Midas, so he went for the Maelstrom instead. And it means that he can be aggressive a lot earlier, meaning that he doesn't have to wait until he's that big. But at the same time, we know now that Broodmother is by herself alone, which is all she ever wanted, to be fair. She's gonna be fine here on this top lane, and she will be pushing down the tower sooner rather than later. As we might see these two teleporting somewhere, but there is actually 4 heroes in the mid lane, so if they want to TP here, they're gonna be ready to take a fight. There's more people here though. There's gonna be 5 here soon for Power Rangers. So it is gonna be Gamers University that's trying to back off. Can they find an opening? Can they find an entangle? It's gonna be a 3-second setup on the Undying that starts it off. But Chaos Knight taking a lot of damage. Disruption there helping out. It's gonna be Leshrac that dies. Wisp also down by the Sonic Wave of the Queen of Pain. And Queen of Pain! Queen of Pain! Smash! Ultra kill for Smash! Gets all the kills! Sonic Wave screams, and the only one left alive is the Lone Druid, and that is gonna be Rubik going down. Because at the same time, this guy got a triple kill. Triple kill versus ultra kill. I do like that the same person gets all the kills. Now, one thing extra that we have to keep in mind, this was a 5 versus 4 fight. 4 from Gamers University, who got actually 4 hero kills on the opponent team, and only 3 dead of the 4 that were there from Gamers University. So that is a win for Gamers University, even not only by numbers, but just by sheer, well, you know what I mean, actually, invisibility rune being used, and that was indeed the tower going down. That is happening. If you leave the Broodmother alone, that will happen. At the same time, they were still able to pick up the Wisp, the Broodmother somewhere around there. There. So, that's, of course, the result of leaving her alone, because if someone is alone on the map, Wisp will TP to you and kill you off. That's just what happened. Used the dust to make sure that she couldn't get away. But tower still going down, and fight going the way of Gamers University, so it's not bad whatsoever, and it's definitely gonna be, well, if it happens again, it's not gonna be good. They cannot trade like that. They just cannot. The good thing about it though, Lone Druid did not die, did get all the kills, is still farming pretty nicely, and probably gonna be going for that Assault Cuirass next. As we're gonna see a Regen Rune and maybe a Roshan kill fairly soon, as that's gonna be that's still up, and they haven't tried yet. 18 minutes into the game, and both teams have a fairly decent lineup for that. So you have got Gyrocopter and the Yasha and a Helm of the Dominator and 2200 gold right now, and they smoke up, and they're gonna go for that Lone Druid, realizing that they need to kill off the Lone Druid to get some control back. Hey, may I just point out that this game is, for me, at least, very entertaining, so I'm happy that I chose this game over other games, so boohoo for people that wanted to see a different game. I hope you changed your mind as well, because I am actually quite enjoying these two teams. Nice hideout. That's a failed smoke for Gamers University, so the spider senses from Lone Druid working perfectly fine. Spider senses for Broodmother, so far, okay-ish. I do think that she's gonna be in the trouble of getting ganked again soon. We have Chaos Knight waiting around. We have Wisp and Shadow Demon waiting around as well to see if she's still gonna be there. And I think as soon as she shows her face, which she does right now, no, there he's gonna go back. Waited too long already. And this is interesting to see because normally you see Wisp with his carry just in the forest and doing this and just following the carry around with the Wisp TP, knowing that you can go anywhere at any time to save your carry or to help your team. But it's actually was Shadow Demon that was that. Of course, in this lineup, Wisp is a bit of a semi-carry. Queen of Pain, what you doing there? This is the wrong side of the tower. And they're gonna try to go for her. She still has a blink, of course. She's gonna be fine. I think has a regen. Oh, never mind. Demonic Purge there, and the blink already down. Now Reality Rip back in, and here comes the stun. It is 4 seconds smash. I think he slightly overextended, and it is Kat that picks up the kill. Wicked 6 streak ended. In the meantime, Lone Druid still farming, gets himself a tombstone. Looks like nothing happened apart from him being very low on mana. And HP still just fine. And Chaos Knight. He actually picked up a Vitality booster, so might be going for a Vanguard for a bit of a tanky build rather than going for something else. But of course, I mean, in theory, Sanjay Yasha would be a great item as well. As in the meantime, it's gonna be still a Lone Druid. That's the target. And Wisp coming in though. They want to try and take this. Where's the call down? Their stun is still up on the Gyrocopter. He turns around. Can he get that call down there? Is he actually gonna try that? Fatebelt going through, blink away from everybody, but Rubik cannot blink away and probably will be taking a fall here if the bear can get an entangle. Doesn't need an entangle, gets a kill anyway. No call down to help out. And Gyrocopter is already back home. As Undying was actually already dead there. Lestrak picking him up on, well, on the top lane, bottom lane rather. In the meantime, top lane is the Broodmother. And they are looking for him. They do have a dust, but they can't find him anymore. It is, of course, nighttime. They didn't see him there, and if they would have seen him, they would have chased it because they should still have. No, they don't have a dust. Never mind. Never mind. In the meantime, I mean, that was a gank up on the Lone Druid. They used 4 heroes from the Gamers University, and well, it didn't work out. It didn't work out at all. So after previous fight that we saw in the mid lane, Gamers University. I mean, they're just waiting for it to come for that to them. They're not really looking for it right now. They're not really looking for those fights. They're more like waiting for the ganks to come from Power Rangers, but it's not really coming all that often. As we have got Roshan being taken down, I do think there's going to be some people contesting this because they do know what's going on. They have got the mechanism. They could try to go for a fight for this. Considering they know it's going to be 4 on 5. They should be ready to take a hit in their tier 2 top though. Since Broodmother is going to push that down. We do actually have Chaos Knight going there. So it's going to be 4 on 4. Let's see if they can find someone Bear. Gonna find an entangle on the wrong dude. Gonna find an entangle on the illusion. As we have a rocket flying for the Lone Druid. But they cannot engage. They can't just not engage. Assault Cuirass already ready on the Bear as well. And entangles needed. Telekinesis. Whoa, those spears hurting a lot on that Rubik. He's trying to get away. Not going to be able to do so though. One more hit away from dying. Will be dropping there as Undying still on the way out. Is there going to be entangle? This bear, he's not that lucky now, is he? Doesn't matter though. He's still going to get the kill. Double kill going the way of the Lone Druid. And now it's the Tombstone that goes down as well. This bear is pretty damn farmed. Cooldown coming down as well now. And it's going to be Gyrocopter that will be dropping. Or will he? We actually have Queen of Pain on the side landing in landing an ulti on the Wisp who goes down, but that's a triple kill still going the way of the Lone Druid, and that was finally an entangle that he wanted. In the meantime though, Broodmother pushing, fortification goes off, there is going to be some defensing coming because Lestrak is on his way, lightning flying through, but tower still down to half HP, and Roshan still not being done. The Dai team have that ward here, they know exactly what's going on, they could try and contest it, but do they really want to? They've got that cooldown of course, in 10 seconds again, and they got the Sonic Wave not up because it just got used and there's no Aghanims just yet. There's a Bloodstone first up on the Queen of Pain, by the way, which is not something that we see that often anymore. Queen of Pain, you're normally one of those heroes that is at least going for something that is like either for example a Hex or an Orchid or an Aghanims, just that makes a big difference mid game. And of course, I mean, Soul Booster, it's great. A Bloodstone rather is great, and it's a great item to have, and you can have more experience also if you die, and more mana, HP, blah blah. But it is an odd item to see at this stage of the game because I think with the Agonims. It would be a bit better, but we're gonna see. So far it has worked out. I mean, that was that time that she died just there on the mid lane. It was the first time that she died. Smash has had a great run so far, and is of course still second highest on net worth for his team. As we do have Ivo, who is gonna be ganked here, not working out for the gank at least, who is highest on his team for net worth, and he actually got his Manta style already, and he's got 500 gold. Let's see what he's gonna go for next, if he wants to finish his Satanic, or if he rather wants to do something else first. As the highest net worth in the game is of course a Lone Druid. I mean, he's just been having a marvelous time on the top lane, getting some kills there on Mihawk, and other than that, not being able to do that much, or not being able to do that much. I mean, just, you know, he's just farming, getting hero kills as well, and he's 10 for 0 for 1. I mean, need I say more, right? 10 for 0 for 1. Yes, that happened. Let's just get that one on there for a moment so you see this, because I noticed that a lot of people joined again later on. Just in case you're wondering what you're watching, wait a second, we're not going to say that right now, because it looks like we're going to have a sandwich going on the top lane. From the back, here comes Miyak, pops his BKB, he wants to go for Leshrac. Here also comes Smash. They want to take him down before he goes. Get him as well with a Sonic Wave, and then now go on the Lone Druid. Lone Druid first though, picks off the Rubik and Tangle on Smash. Smash needs to blink. Blinks. Now Mihawk gonna try to go for it, but here comes Cat. 4 seconds set up on Undying, who came in at the last moment as well. The K is still going through, but will that be enough to save him? No, it will not, cause he still goes down. We have Mihawk still getting picked up as well, though. Chaos Knight reality drifting in. And then Tangle hits on Ivo. Ivo, no escape for him. And that's the only one that gets left alive. It is the Queen of Pain. Still screams, make sure she blinks away afterwards, but it's not going to be enough. At least the backdoor protection is already up with that one creep being there and the Sage creep there as well. Tower drops, and it will mean a barracks as well. And may I just remind you that this initiation was started by Gamers University. So that engagement not working out cost them one set of racks, and that's the danger of oh bear. Oh bear. Oh, he's gonna be fine, he's just, or is he? Bear. Bear. No, that bear. So, I mean, that's the danger that you have. If you take a fight close to your base and you lose it, you are risking, you know, not only losing your tower, your tier 2 tower, but also losing your set of racks, your tier 3 tower, and that's pretty damn painful. And Lone Druid still not dying just yet, having a happy time, and even if he dies once, he still has the Aegis, so he will be able to get back up on his feet again. He can also summon his bear if he wants to. Probably should do that also already, just to have it off cooldown again later on. He picks up a Demon's Edge, probably gonna go for an MKB or something like that. Well, we'll see what he actually is gonna be heading for, as he's just got tons of farm. And Games University, they had a great start, but as you see, their start, as you know, it's no longer a good start. Or at least it's a mid game. It's no longer a start. What am I saying? I'm rambling. Okay, I'm sorry. So we have got 0 gold difference once again after having those towers being picked up, and of course also the barracks. As the experience graph shows it a bit more clear as the way that we feel it's going right now. It was in favor of Cambridge University. Not by that much, but it was in favor. And then all of a sudden, Lone Druid started to mingle himself into fights and started getting kills and started pushing all over the map, and there was nothing Cambridge University can do about it. In the times that they did try something, they were actually the ones to die. Even though it's only 2 kills difference, it is still, I mean, they pick up the supports, and that's nice, but they need to pick up those carries as well. As it looks like Power Rangers just says, you know what, we're just gonna continue pushing. You can try whatever you want, but you know, we're here for you if you want a team fight. But in the meantime, we're just gonna take your towers and do what we can. Broodmother still not pushing down towards a tier 2. I do think that Broodmother pick did not really work out for this match, as we have the tier 3 being picked up. I mean, there's really no hope for those towers and those barracks either. There's just nothing they can do. Undying is actually still well, this is an illusion actually. He's still waiting. Can't do anything. And that's another set of racks down. And Broodmother not getting anything in return again, with now Moon TPing top. Oh look, they're drawing an arrow on the minimap. I can do that too. Going that way. Okay. That looks better. So they're gonna go for the tier 2 bottom rather. 99 caught up on the gyrocopter. He can't carry this just yet. I mean, Smash has been trying to do a nice job, and he now has an Aghanim. He's been trying to do a nice job of getting that pressure on his opponents, but I mean, if you look at the lineups and you think mid game, you think, wow, CK Wisp. That's just mid game for you. You can't really do anything or not that much against that, so you have to bank on another state of the game. And they did try to do that, but that aggressive trial, even though it worked out, after that they couldn't really follow up on anything with that. Just purely because that Wisp got level 6 so fast. That Wisp mid, we've seen it twice now, it worked out both times. So nice nice play from them, as we do have them indeed going for that bottom lane, and we do need something from Gamers University to try and stop them. Be that a team fight with also the Broodmother involved. I mean, he's got a BKB, he's doing okay, he's got himself a hand of Midas, etc. Or be that some kind of split push that forces their opponents back. Oh, smash. Oh, smash. This is bad. And there's no buyback. No buyback. Another entangle. Beyond God, like GG gets called, they know it. They know they cannot stop the push that is gonna come now. So that's the GG being called. Lucky entangles for the win. Gamers University, they take a dive for Power Rangers, as we see them once again being victorious over their opponents in this StarLadder Qualifiers. Doesn't mean it's the end for Gamers University though. We will see them, or you can see them in the losers bracket. We're going to be jumping ourselves to probably the semi-finals of the winners bracket to decide which team is going to be going towards the finals. However, we're trying to cover as many games as we can. So if Villain is already covering that one, I won't, and I will actually jump back towards the losers bracket. But I will check that afterwards. So this is StarLadder Qualifiers, because there's one spot in Star Series that is open right now, the spot that we as Asian